Being ambitious and procrastinating isn't the worst thing in the world. However, the mindset that leads us to that point stops us from reaching our ultimate potential. And this is something that we can fix quite easily. And in today's video, I'm going to take you through 3 steps that you can take to shift the way that you see things, and it's based on the outcome that will help you live up to that ambition and actually have the things that you have the potential to have. Now, before I dive right into it, I'm pretty sure that these are some of the feelings you will be experiencing. It's like the distance between you and where you ultimately want to be is so far. And it seems like the steps that you need to take to get there are astronomical. Like you can't just have one baby step here and all you can do is that one baby step. And it feels like the goal is so far away that you'll never actually get there. And I'm going to break this down in a lot more detail about how you can actually shift your mindset to being able to take the steps that are necessary to get the thing that you're actually after. But first and foremost, it's about the outcome. Now, the way we live as ambitious people is we want to reach this ultimate outcome. And we want to have the things that that version of us has. And for us to get there, we have to take these steps over and over again. And it's really frustrating when the main message that we get in life is keep your eye on the prize, keep going for it. But to find the motivation to do it is really difficult. And I'm going to show you how to do that in point number 2. But point number 3 is the most important. And it's actually quite a spiritual topic, not ethereal and esoteric. That's not what this point is. But it's a spiritual topic that you can apply in your life to actually get the things that you're after, because you have the potential to do it, or this video wouldn't even appeal to you. The fact that you clicked on this video means that within yourself, subconsciously or consciously, you want to make a shift. You don't want your ambition to go to waste. And I'm going to show you how to do that all right now. The first thing I want to talk about is how us as humans see the world. We see it as have, do, be. And what that means is we think we need to have certain things that will allow us to do the things we need to do, and ultimately then we can be the versions of ourselves that we actually want to be. But that's not necessarily the way we should be looking at it if we want to reach our potential, if we want our ambition to reach its full maximum point. It's actually a shift in the perspective of don't look at the prize, don't keep your eye on the prize, look at the moment. Keep your eye on your identity, who and what you are already. Now, I'm going to give you a good example to make sense of this. Let's say your ambition is to lose weight, or your ambition is to start a new business, okay? In the weight scenario, it's like, oh my word, but I need the right running shoes because I have bad posture and it will help with posture, and I need to have more time to go and do it. And we create all these things that we need to have that will allow us to do the things that we want to do and ultimately become the version of us that we want to become. And if it's to start a new business, you have the ambition to become an entrepreneur. Ambition is inherently in you, but you procrastinate because I need to have a computer that can get through this faster. I need to have more time. I need to have better internet. Whatever your reason is for justifying it, rather be, then do, then have. So you flip it on its head. You want to be the version of you that does those things. So there's the do, and then you will have what that version of you has. The resources you have will always be enough to progress. And if you're not so focused on the outcome, then you can just focus on the small little steps now. What can you do with the resources that are available to you right now to start making progress and not focus on the end goal? So what shoes do you have that will allow you to do jumping jacks? Maybe you don't go for full-on runs just yet, but you can do jumping jacks with those shoes because it doesn't hurt you with your posture if weight loss is your goal. Now, if it's a business, what little things can you do or learn to do in the limited resources you have now that can start to create cash flow or start to create something that's going to be in service of it down the line? I'll give you a really good example. I started this channel back in 2021. I was posting constantly and consistently for months, and nothing really happened. I got to 22 subscribers in the space of about 6 months, and it wasn't big enough in my mind to get there. And one of the things I'm sure you do as an ambitious person is run the numbers. From the start of where you ultimately need to do things to having the things that you want to have, you run a timestamp, you run an analysis, you take a look at how viable this opportunity is. And at such a slow growth of 22 subscribers in 6 months, I was like, this is going to take me years before I ever start reaping any financial gain from this channel. And then I went on a course last year. So I left the channel for a few years. And in July of last year, I was on a course with a bunch of YouTubers, and it led me to understanding something, which is called CCIA, Committed, Consistent, Imperfect Action. And it changed my life. It helped me do the be, do, have instead of the have, do, be. What it allowed me was to become the person that doesn't worry about the outcome. It allowed me to get in the state where me as myself defines as a YouTuber. And what does a YouTuber do, whether he's successful or not? He posts videos, or she posts videos. And that's why since July last year, this has been consistent. And you can take a look. It's not to say I'm monetized or an expert just yet, but if you take a look at the subscribers, it's grown. And that was all based on one video. And I never would have gotten that without the committed, consistent, imperfect action. So that's point number one. Be consistent, be committed, and do the imperfect action. So like I said, it all kind of grew from one video. You guys can take a look at it here if you really want to go and see what that was about. The quality on that video was nowhere near the quality of this video. However, it blew up, and I still haven't replicated that yet, but I'm consistent and I'm committed, and there is growth. Speaking of that growth, if you're interested in learning about how to take these spiritual concepts, make them practical so you can live a better life and reach your potential and actually get to live out your ambition, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I release content like this every week. So start adopting that. Now, point number two, how do you actually have the motivation to keep doing this? How is it that you can just let go of the outcome? Because that is how we do it. By letting go of the ultimate goal. Like I said, we keep having this perspective of keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the prize. But we need to shift out of that and get into keep your eye on the consistency. And to do that, you have to celebrate the small wins. That is how you let go of the outcome. By looking at what's going on now and celebrating each step. Because one of the poisonous sides of being an ambitious person is we keep setting the bar higher each time, and we aim for perfection. Perfection is a fallacy. It will never exist the way our brain creates the image. Our imagination is far too good at perfection that our human selves can't actually ever get to that point. So the way that we do that is by celebrating our small wins. Celebrate 1 week of doing something consistently without fail. Celebrate 2 weeks and a month of it. Because that is progress, and that way the distance between the outcome that you're after and where you are slowly starts to shorten, because it's not about the outcome, it's about the identity of self. So shift it into looking at you and supporting yourself. Well done, me, for doing this consistently. Well done for being so committed. I'm celebrating me, and I'm going to celebrate by spoiling myself, because ultimately when you are the millionaire, because your business takes off, when you are looking in tip-top shape, what are you going to do? You've got to celebrate. So allow yourself to slowly start incorporating celebration into your life. But it's important to understand that we have to start incorporating consistency, then moving into celebrating that, and the third one is gratitude. The energy of being grateful opens your mind up to the opportunities that are so abundant. And right now, being a procrastinator, it doesn't seem like they are abundant. But I promise you, once you start feeling grateful for things and you say, wow, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do X, Y, Z, things start shifting in your life. Because you're sitting in the place of, I am ready to receive, because you're going to be giving it the attention it deserves. And that helps you stopping setting the bar so high that you never really get to enjoy your progress. And that is first and foremost what you need to do as someone who's ditching procrastination, pursuing your ambition and your ultimate potential. So that gratitude that you start embodying shifts the way you see the world. It starts to allow opportunities in, because you are now in a state of receiving. You're going to treat it with the energy it deserves. And I want to see what you guys say in the comments below. Make it your first statement on this video what it is that's the last win you're going to celebrate and that you're grateful for. What have you accomplished today that's in the direction of your ultimate goals? that you can really be grateful for? Send it down in the comments. I'll respond to every single one. I do it on all of my videos. And if you don't want to miss any content like this, where I help you take these spiritual concepts and apply them in your life to really reach your potential, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave it a like if you liked it, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Mad love and light.